If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. Drake dropping Scary Hours 3 in 2023. There's actually a pretty good possibility of that happening. Plus, he just announced a new song that is dropping this Friday. So for all the Drake news, let's get into this. So as I said, there are some hints that Drake might be releasing Scary Hours 3 this year. Well, it's kind of like a good guess that he's releasing it this year. When else would he release it? But it might be sooner than a lot of people think, and he just announced a new song. Let's look at the Instagram posts leading up to this, so all the latest Drake news that has happened since I last dropped a video on him. So let's look at it. The first post that I wanted to mention, because a lot of people interpret it a lot more than I think is behind it into this, is this picture of him and 21 Savage. So apparently still from the Her Loss era, or like that rollout. I mean, the album only dropped about 2 months ago, so I don't see why, he would be way over it. But he quoted something in the caption for this. He said, "The funds are useful, the lyrics are truthful, the suspects are usual, the ops are delusional, the finish line is beautiful, and the disrespect is mutual. See you in 23. Now, he posted this on New Year's Day, I think it was, or New Year's Eve. It could be either of those two, but 3 days ago, so at the beginning of the year. So he's saying that see you in 23. People were saying that he is directly saying that he's going to be dropping in 23. It might be very true. It might also be a tour behind this. So a tour for the Her Loss album with Drake and 21 Savage. That's what he means with see you in 2023. But obviously, new music from him himself, which the next project we're waiting for is Scary Hours 3, might also be meant with that statement. Then what's interesting, only a day ago, he posted a picture of him and Slick 301, and he captioned it, 2023 looking up already at Slick 301. And people were again like, he's talking about 2023, how it's already looking up. What could this mean? New music, obviously. Now, for those of y'all who don't know who Slick 305 is, did I just say Slick 301 a couple of seconds ago? It's Slick 305, so he's from Miami probably. But he's actually a DJ for OVO now, working for them. When you look at his Instagram profile, you can see his accolades. But what's also interesting is that he's a tour and radio DJ. So this could again be another hint at a tour happening for Her Loss in the very near future. Maybe he's also just working with Slick 305 on new music himself, so maybe Scary Hours 3, we don't know that, but apparently he wants people to know that they are working together, and the fact that he is actually a tour DJ does play into the theory that the tour is happening this year. And then what is crazy, only a couple of minutes ago actually, we got the announcement that a new Drake feature is going to be dropping this Friday, because OVO posted to their YouTube Shorts account, but also on Drake's Instagram story, it's all over social media, they posted a little clip of a new song called We Sadun from Popcaan actually, so OVO signee, featuring Drake, that is dropping this Friday. And that's actually a pretty cool thing, because the Popcaan and Drake feature is all, that's dope, and is a dancehall track. So I saw Ray was already excited in the Discord. I see you, Ray. By the way, if you're not a part of the Discord, make sure to join the Discord in the description down below. Best hip hop community on this planet. But this thing is coming out this Friday, so Drake is apparently getting active again, releasing music, doing features out there, even if it's just for an OVO artist. We are seeing him, putting out new stuff again, which he hasn't done ever since Her Loss dropped. So maybe a sign that new music might also be on the way. Actually, I think that the tour version, so the theory about Her Loss getting that tour pretty soon, is the more likely. But I want to remind y'all that back in June, so June 17th, when Honestly Nevermind dropped, so his very experimental own album that he did back then, that Surprise dropped, he did say in that, Radio for One, that Sirius XM show that he did, and I quoted this a million times, but I just want to put it back out there, because I feel like, he's kind of not come through on this promise. But he said, I got into the Scary Hours pack coming to in a little bit. Maybe not right now. I need you to just take this in right now, but I have a Scary Hours. I'm gonna slap some hat tops off with this Scary Hours pack. So back then he said that they would still have to take in Honestly Nevermind, but that a Scary Hours pack would still be coming in the very near future, or at least in some time. We never got it. We got Her Loss instead, but that Scary Hours pack that he promised is still out there somewhere. And so the next best thing, the next possible release for Drake is obviously the Scary Hours pack, Scary Hours 3. By the way, I saw some beautiful cover arts that fans did on the subreddit. I just want to put one in here. Credit goes out to whoever did this. Check out the subreddit. A lot of people making incredible art on there, but obviously those aren't official cover arts. I just wanted to put it out there because people are doing that. So Scary Hours 3 or Tour with 21 Savage, both actually could be a very reasonable explanation for all the recent activity that Drake has been engaging in on social media and all the hints that he's been doing. I'm guessing that we're going to get a tour, obviously, but I do think that Scary Hours could drop even very soon, because when you look back at the release dates of the first two, the first Scary Hours, so with was God's Plan and what was the second one, Diplomatic Immunity, that dropped in January of 2018, and the second one, so the one with Wants and Needs, the one with What's Next and Lemon Pepper Freestyle, that dropped in March of 2021. So we can see that both of those released in the first quarter of the year. That doesn't have to mean anything about the release of the third one, because both of those were connected to a 6 months later period of his then album dropping. So after Scary Hours 1, it was Scorpion in June, July, and after Scary Hours 2, it was Certified Lover Boy in September. So always like 3 months later. And with this new one, we could again speculate if it's dropping in February, we would get an album in, for example, August, 6 months later. I don't want to put anything out there. That is not what we are talking about right now, but I'm just saying that the first two dropped in the first quarter of the year, and so I wouldn't be surprised if the third one now also drops in the first quarter of the year. That is just a theory. I bet a lot of people are already thinking that, but just from that pattern, it will make a lot of sense. So that's everything that's been happening on the Drake front over the past couple of days. I know it's a lot of like scattered information that doesn't necessarily fit together, but I wanted to give it to you all guys because, you know, that's just what's been happening over the past couple of days. Now, obviously, none of this is confirmed, but I do want to know what y'all think about this. Do you think that Drake is actually dropping Scary Hours 3 pretty soon in the first quarter of 2023? Do you think a tour is coming up for Her or Lost? Do you think this, you know, feature on Friday with Popcaan can actually also lead up into something bigger? So all your theories and thoughts and opinions you got on this, please let me know in the comments right there down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.